And great day, everybody. Welcome to Exponential Existence Media and Exponential Existence. We are here. I am your host, Dr. Marrian, Efua, here with your Thursday night thought session. Thanks for joining me. As you're coming in, go ahead and tell a friend, bring a friend, share this out on your pages. Those of you listening live on Blog Talk Radio, on Exponential Existence Media Radio, on Blog Talk Live, on Facebook Live or Periscope. We greatly appreciate you being here with us. This is an opportunity for us to begin to embrace and enjoy every part of our life. Marrian, how can you possibly enjoy every part of your life with all the things that are going on? Well, let me tell you how you go about doing that. You go about doing that by recognizing the power that is within you. The power that is within you exceeds any opportunity, any obstacle, any vision that's being blurred, any conversations that are condescending, that are discouraging. You can overcome them because the power that lies within you, your innate information, awaiting manifestation, the great I am, all of that, the innate information awaiting manifestation is going to give you the power and the opportunity for you to live a life at the highest level. So tonight we're going to be talking about recognizing opportunities versus obstacles. As you know, as a lifestyle alchemist and transformation engineer of mindset and money, exponential existence becomes a reality once you begin to understand how to fully leverage your thoughts so that you can begin to have more holistic prosperity. As you begin to create the space that allows you to have rewarding relationships, because there's an even exchange of the energy and the necessities that need to occur in that exchange, versus letting our ego dictate and limit us from being open to receive. Then we're also going to be able to, in our exponential existence, have an increased awareness and activation of our spiritual awareness. Now, when I talk about our spiritual awareness, I'm just not talking about the ritualistic practices that we go to. I'm talking about incorporating that leveraging and that knowing that becomes relevant, that becomes obvious, that becomes highly activated in every cell of your body. And it begins to create the reality that you see in your vision. It begins to create the reality that you know that's deep buried in your heart with all your full desire. When you begin to understand that exponential existence really is available to you, exponential existence has always been available to you. It's just that we never were aware of how to access it. And tonight is another conversation here on the Thursday night thought session on Exponential Existence Media that is going to allow you the opportunity to remind yourself, recall it, and apply it to your life. So before I get started, I'd like to get everything out the way. Welcome to everyone who's joining us on tonight. As you're coming in, like and share the page, share it out. I know we're going to be worried. Don't worry about what's happening. Those of you that are on Blog Talk Radio, I see you. We got the chat room opening. Fatima's going to be handling the chat room for us on tonight, so I will be able to see your messages. Thank you so much for being a part of our community, for being part of our family. For those of you that have taken the extra step to become part of our family, make sure you tell us your city and state and a celebration that you have on tonight, because if we don't take the time to celebrate and be in a lifestyle, that's also a byproduct of being in that lifestyle of leveraging your thoughts that are going to give you the lifestyle you desire. That exponential existence I'm talking about, when you can leverage your thoughts and understand the power of that, that's all I'm gonna say. Gratitude, appreciation, understanding possibilities, being able to deter yourself from conversations that drag you away from where you know you're walking to. Absolutely, positively, so it is. And that's what we're talking about here on tonight. Absolutely, positively. That's what we're talking about here on tonight. I am so excited to see all these faces popping up here. I'm glad you can join us. I want to remind everyone, if you have not done so already, go ahead and join our mailing list over at exponentialexistence.com/connect so that you can get an email address, text message, and let you know the next time we're online. I know we're on social media. I know we're doing a whole lot. So I want to make sure that everyone is aware that we are here tonight and every Thursday night at 8 o'clock p.m. Arizona time. Now, let me tell you why I emphasize that. I emphasize that because we are unable, we don't switch. We don't switch. Arizona has its own time zone. They don't fall forward. Does it fall forward? No, spring forward, and they don't fall back. So Arizona, we're in our own time zone, so everyone else is going to fall back on Tuesday or Wednesday. On Wednesday, when everyone falls back, we're going to stay the same. So 8 o'clock p.m. my time currently right now, it is 10 o'clock on the Central Standard Time, and it is 11 o'clock on the East Coast, and Pacific currently right now, we're on the same time zone. Hey, Keisha, thanks for joining me. Appreciate you. Hey, Pam, honored that you can join me again on tonight. I am so enjoying all of you that are coming in and giving us your city and state. Let us know where you are. If you have a business, guess what? If you have a business, drop it on the thing tonight. Let's celebrate your business tonight. So instead of putting down what you celebrate, let's do the city and state, and let's celebrate your business. If you have a business, if you don't have a business, let's celebrate something you're celebrating on tonight, because this is going to be such an important part of being part of our community and being a family member. Why not? Why can't we celebrate each other? There is no competition. Trust me when I say there is no real competition except for what you are doing with yourself to eliminate all those practices, beliefs, and problems that are preventing us from going there. Yes, we're gonna talk about that on tonight, because some of that is, Keisha, Lakeisha, a lot of how to bring the vision forward and quiet the doubt is to really understand that it has nothing to do with the doubt, because the doubt is a result of you reacting and you accepting the past. I'm going to say it again. Doubt is a result of you accepting the past. Accepting the past, not to say that your past didn't give you some type of spiritual, emotional, and physical workout, and mental and emotional workout to bring you to this level of awareness where you want something more. You recognize there's more. You're ready to grow. I love this conversation tonight, by the way. And so what it's doing is it is sending us into a space where we are aware now. But when you start hearing that doubt, that's that stuff that you used to believe. That's the conversations you used to allow. That's the actions you used to take or not take, trying to say, hey, why are you trying to get rid of us? Right? It's like those dandelions. I'm from the Midwest, so dandelions used to grow on our lawn. You have this beautiful grass, green lawn, and then you'll see these pop up, these dandelions. And in order to get rid of the dandelion, you couldn't just spray. You needed to go and dig. My mama at least made us do it. Made us dig down deep to the root and pull that thing out. And the same thing happens inside of you. There's some things that are rooted within your life. There's some things that have taken a very strong root within your life path. There are things that are going to try to wrap themselves around your eye of vision. They're going to try to wrap themselves around the oracle of your ear. That is going to try to bind your hand so you can't be willing to work and be open to receive. They're going to tell you to hold on to what you got. There are some roots that are going to begin to tie your legs up so you can feel like you're inactive. There are some things that are going to begin to force feed you foolishness and craziness when it's not even yours. Hey, Natasha. So how do we get to that? We got to get to the root. And you got to understand that that root that's there is not your root. And you got to understand that truly you are the root of your success. You're the real root. You're the real root that has the DNA coding that is innate, that is part of your original assignment, that has absolutely nothing to do with who our family is, what neighborhood we grew up in, what friends we developed, what relationships we had. Those are just circumstantial experiences. I'm going to say it again. Circumstantial and historical experiences that we reacted to based upon the messaging we got. So now that we are in another state of awareness, there's some new messaging, there's some new opportunities, some new people that we need to build relationships with, which is why I talk about holistic prosperity. is the byproduct or the result of exponential existence. Understanding that you are the root of your success. You are the foundation, the base, number. And how you're going to expand is based upon how much power you hold on to. And you know that in exponents. So we'll talk more because you've worked with me before and you've been around for a while. So we're going to talk about this true assessment. Those of you, and let me invite y'all. So those of you that are Lakeisha is really tapping into something. So I'm going to take a moment, everyone here on the Thursday night thought session, I'm going to take a moment out to invite everybody into this space and remind you that in this space tonight, we're going to be talking about opportunity versus obstacles. And what Lakeisha is talking about are obstacles. And tonight we're going to talk about that in a way that allows you to open up the door for opportunity to walk in, not just knock, but to walk in, and for you to let it sit down, and for you to have a conversation with it so we can begin to make the space for us to be able to do what we have to do on tonight on the Thursday night thought session. Of course, I am Dr. Marrian Efua. Our company is called the Exponential Existence. We are a transformation engineering company located currently in Arizona in the United States. We are available for you to serve you in your greatest and highest capacity so that you too can begin to experience an exponential existence. So tonight, our conversation in the next couple of minutes, we're going to be talking about understanding first and foremost that we are the root of our success. Just like I was speaking earlier, the root of our success continues us to be on a journey that allows us to become more expansive, that allows us to understand that we are the ones that control the opportunities, the resources, the knowings that we have inside of us to draw unto us the greatest parts of who we are. If we need more sunlight, then we need to get to where there's more light so that our light can also be shined. If we need more food, we're going to begin to inch ourselves over to where that food is at, and we're going to begin to harness that food and take in the right nutrients, not just take what's available, but actually be specific and intentional about that action. As the root of our success, we understand that success simply means that we're going to put our highest level of focus and intention on a task to make sure we complete it with the highest level of accuracy and frequency as possible. Absolutely, positively, so it is. That's what we're going to be doing on tonight here on the Thursday night thought session, remembering that I am the root of my success. If you can do that for me, type it in the room for me and just hashtag I am the root of my success. Absolutely, positively, so it is. The other thing I want to remind you of tonight is that tonight I need you to give me permission to remind you that you need to understand that you are the root of your success, but you also need to focus. So if you can remind yourself when you find yourself going off on a tangent, when you find yourself not trusting and believing where you're going and how you're going to get there, I want you to go ahead and increase the opportunities and the chances for you to begin to understand, I focus, I focus, I focus. If your focus is for you, to begin to live a life that is a higher level of life, a higher level of awareness, a higher level of prosperity, a higher level of quality relationships that are more rewarding, if that is who you are, then absolutely, positively, so it is, you must focus. Because where your focus goes is where your energy goes. And if your energy and your thoughts are going to create your reality, then you must, I repeat, you must be focused. Absolutely, positively, so it is. Now, people always talk about, well, it's hard to focus with all the distractions. Then you need to understand these are emotional distractions, and we need to get back and focus and hear the innate information awaiting manifestation. That's what we're waiting for on tonight, is to identify the innate information awaiting manifestation. The I am. It's not about anything that's going to turn you away. Absolutely. Absolutely, positively, so it is. So tonight, I am going to invite you to tell a friend, bring a friend. We're going to be here every Thursday night, as I said before. Go ahead and invite some people in. I am also doing that as we speak, because I forgot. And we're going to begin our conversation here on the Thursday night thought session. As we are standing here tonight, let's talk about the word opportunity. I was listening to, I don't know if I should call him my mentor. I don't know if I should call him, I'm not aware if I should call him my coach. He's all of that. T. Harv Eker. T. Harv Eker It's someone that fell into my life at a time where I really was rebuilding and starting to accept the fact that I am supposed to be a person of prosperity. I'm supposed to be a person who is balanced in her spirituality and her spiritual awareness and her knowledge of physical things like business and health and merging the two together so that I can really represent truly who and what I am in my role here in this place. And so T. Harv Eker has a book called The Millionaire Mind, and I was trying to find my copy, but I think I left it in my office, and so I won't have it here. But it's called The Millionaire Mind, and I'm endorsing that one, right? Because that book is well worth it. If you can get it on Audible, you can get it at the bookstore. I don't care. Get a copy, and we'll get a chance to talk about it. But it's really he's a matter-of-fact guy, and one of the things he talked about in a section of his book, because I'm rereading it this month. Every month I try to go back and reread a book that was very instrumental in my life or by someone that I believe has impacted my life and pushed me forward, propelled me forward into my current identity. So T. Harv Eker was definitely someone that is in alignment with me, that proved to me that it was good. It was all good. Yes. So we're going to create the space. So in this book tonight, he talked about the thing that he talked about was how poor people versus rich people see things. Now, this is nothing new. This is not anything new. So before you get yourself all in a bunch and start going, oh my goodness, what are they saying? I've heard this before. I want to tell you, this is not new. There really isn't a whole lot that's new, but what it is a new perspective for you, because in this moment that we're sharing together, you may be open to the more of the possibilities of this reality. So in the book, he talks about the things that people that are poor do versus people that are rich and how they think. And one of the things that stood out to me today is he talked about two things, actually. He talked about results and risks. He talked about opportunity and obstacles. And he talked about this whole concept of that poor people are focused on survival, security. Rich people are focused on impact and longevity. And even when he said the words today, it said something that rich people are willing to do whatever it takes to get whatever it is, as long as it's ethical, makes money, and doesn't harm people. And then he came behind that and he said, but most people will probably say that's not true because they're evil people. But that's our conditioning. It's our conditioning to believe that people that are quote unquote rich, and I'm using that term because that's what people associate with. I want to be rich. And so this concept of rich began to make me think about, when we talk about this ideal of rich, what does that really mean for us? What does that really mean for other people? Exactly. Right? What does that really mean for us? And what I wrote down was, I said, risks to us, to poor people, says, if I take a risk, it's going to be catastrophic if it doesn't work out. Where rich people say, if I take a risk, girl, I will give you you can go back and do this replay. If I take this risk, right, it's going to be catastrophic. But as a rich person, they say, if I take this risk and it doesn't work out, what can I do to recover and recoup my losses? So they don't focus on the loss. They focus on the opportunities and the possibilities for them to be able to restructure, regain their position. Oh, that was good right there. To restructure and regain their position that they had either before or excel past that point. And that's because that goes back to this concept of lack and scarcity. This idea that in order for us to be in a high position, that we need to be able to not worry about finances, but finances are a requirement in this physical realm. So when opportunities come, a lot of times we're thinking that opportunity, we're not looking for opportunities. We're looking at the current circumstances. And in my book, Not My Reality, I talk about that Me getting the term, that's not my reality, made me be able to have something to say to fear and limitation. Because fear and limitation has nothing to do with your real reality. The real reality for your life has nothing to do with your current circumstances and past historical experiences. It is truly your determination, your decision, and then your commitment to that decision that is going to bring about the results that you desire. So back to this thing called how opportunities versus obstacles. Many of us are not moving forward despite the fact we're doing all of this talking because we're focused on the obstacles. And please get this clear. I am not by any means saying ignore stuff. That is not a good thing. But what I'm saying is you recognize what you have and what you're doing, and you take the opportunity to put yourself in position to expand, to see all the possibilities in that moment, to see all the possibilities in that moment. Hey, love. And when you can see all the possibilities in that moment, then you decide to choose. And when you make the decision, you commit to it. Because when you commit to something, to decide means you're killing or eliminating all other options. So if that's the only option, you got to commit to it. Now, I can tell you right now, we all have committed to some people, places, things, and ideologies that didn't exactly work out. And we had to end it. But not when it's based upon your desire, not when it's based upon where you're going, where you're headed, how you're going to live your life, how you're going to improve yourself, what type of legacy you're going to leave for your children. And I'm telling you that so many of us are so quick to say, well, not now. So I'm going to tell you another thing that happened. So I'm reading the book again today. And one of the other, he has it like a conversation. So this is why I'm talking this way. The next piece out of his mouth was simply this. Many of us are moving forward and we're seeing the obstacles, but we're not giving ourselves the space to remove the obstacle. We're just focusing on the obstacle. We're not saying, is there a solution? Is there a resource? Remember, we're the root of our success. So if we're the root of our success, we should be aware and being able to use our natural innate abilities in order to draw unto us that which we need to eliminate, minimize, and control that obstacle. Not just stay focused. Remember, where your focus goes is where your energy goes. And if your focus and energy is on that obstacle, you're not focusing on where you're supposed to be, what you should be contributing to the world, who should be hearing your voice. That's the difference. An opportunity you say yes to, an obstacle you acknowledge, and if you can repair it and remove it, then you do so. But an opportunity you be willing to say yes. Somebody type in hashtag yes. Hashtag yes. And the reason why I want you to think about that is because in this opportunity that we all are going to be faced with at various stages in our life, we have to be willing to say yes. Hashtag yes. Hashtag yes. I give myself permission. Because once you say hashtag yes, your body already is looking for what you say yes to. What did he or she say yes to? What is he or she talking about? What is it that we're going to, what is the reward that we are going to get? And when you do that, when you hold on to that, when you open up yourself to that, when you begin to rely upon your peace of mind in knowing that we're making a delineation. And let me go back and pause because I feel this and I hear this. The term poor is relative. It's based upon what you agree to. The term rich is based upon what you agree and adhere to. But for me, holistic prosperity includes being rich. That means being able to have those things that you desire. If you desire a rewarding relationship, then you will be rich. If you desire to have an increased activation and awareness of your spirituality and your spiritual presence, then that is rich. if you agree to be holistically prosperous in your health, in your finances, in your conversations, in your relationships, in your home, in your community, in your education, in your knowings, in your expressiveness of your health, then therefore you will be rich. Rich is not a dirty word. Opportunities come so that you can be able to experience your level of rich and wealth within your parameters of your hashtag yes. See, the obstacle is just that. It's an obstacle. It keeps you busy. It keeps you distracted. It keeps you worried about it. It takes up space that you can't afford to have utilized. It needs to be spending energy someplace else so that you can harness into a newness of your desires, of your purpose, of your strength. And when you begin to do that, you begin to honor every part of your life. Many of us are saying, why aren't we progressing? We're not progressing because we're focused on the obstacle, not the opportunity. And I don't want to hear that I don't see you don't see the opportunity because you focus on the obstacle. There it is. Someone asked the question or typed the question earlier, and the question was simply, how do I move past? You move past by recognizing what can be done, identifying resources, and move on for the next opportunity. Absolutely, positively, so it is. Obstacles versus opportunity. Which one? Your focus needs to be opportunities. Opportunities are not going, you don't knock at the door of opportunity. Opportunity knocks at your door and asks to come and have a seat. And you got to be willing to let them in the door. You can't say, wait, my house is not clean enough. Because that's your past. That's not opportunity. Opportunity is not worried about the past. Opportunity is worried about the present moment. Somebody needs to hear that. Your opportunities do not care about your past. Opportunity is looking at the present moment and knowing what is going to happen and what is needed and necessary and required for not only your future, but your future of those you care about and those that are in the world. So the opportunity is knocking at your door. Knock, knock, knock. I'm at your door. I want to come in. I want to have a seat. Knock, knock, knock. I'm coming in. It's time. We've been waiting for you this whole entire time. Opportunity has been talking to you, and you keep trying to tell opportunity the wrong conversation, so you don't build a relationship. So opportunity, just take a seat on the stairs and wait for you to get ready. Because your opportunity doesn't go away, because it's based upon the coding that's inside of you. It's based upon the DNA inside of you, the innate information awaiting manifestation. It's waiting for you to begin to understand that it is time, and it's always been time. You just chose to ignore it because you were distracted. Because you were distracted. Opportunity is knocking. Hashtag, I'm opening the door. Hashtag, I am opening the door. Hashtag, I am opening the door. Hashtag, I am opening the door. Stop trying to close the door. Stop trying to peep through the peephole and see who it is. It's opportunity. Let go of the relationships that are draining you, that are distracting you. Stop believing the messaging that is telling you that you are not ready, that you are not smart enough, that you're not beautiful enough, you're not old enough, you're too old, you're too fat, you're too dark, you're too light, you're the wrong color, you're the wrong shade, you got the wrong education. Open the door. Invited to come in and sit down with you. Invited to allow yourself to be able to harness every part of your greatness and release it into the exponential existence that is awaiting you, that was given to you from the moment you were conceived, pre-conception. You was there. It was there. You had a conversation. You have an original assignment. It's time for you to activate it. Too many of us are waiting for it. Too many. Too many. Too many. I know. This probably goes against every part of everything you've ever learned. But see, that's the thing. It's supposed to go against the grain. If you want something, it's not going to slide down to you. You got to get up to it. You got to be willing to exert the energy. You got to be willing to stay up all night. You got to be willing to read that book 5 times. You got to be willing to let someone tell you, why don't you come and hang out anymore the way you used to? You got to let someone tell you, why is there something different about you? What is it? Open the door. Let opportunity in. Stop focusing on the obstacles, the circumstances, and conditions that we are currently experiencing in the past, and let's look at what the possibilities are right here. I just said that I wanted to go out to Paris. I just said this, literally. I said it in January. I said this. I put a list of all the places I wanted to go to. I'm speaking at an event in Sacramento. I meet a woman that I have only known online. We talked on phone a couple of times. We just connected. I get to Sacramento. She comes to the event where I'm speaking at. We start hanging out. We start enjoying each other. She mentions to me that she and 20 other women are traveling to Paris in May for a women's conference with Susan Taylor of Essence Magazine. Hashtag, you're invited, Dr. Marrian. Now you talk to me about that. Do you see what I mean? Opportunity knocked at my door. Did I say, oh, I can't be gone for 5 days, 8 days? I start telling everybody I knew. I began to start planning. I went and looked how much the plane ticket would be for me to get there, to be able to get with the group plane ticket, because I don't live on the East Coast. But one of the things I knew is that it was time is now. Opportunity was knocking, and I wasn't about to tell opportunity I wasn't at home. Opportunity was knocking, and I wasn't about to tell opportunity that my house was dirty. Opportunity was knocking. I wasn't about to tell opportunity that I used to be on welfare. And opportunity was knocking. I wasn't about to tell opportunity that I was a preteen parent. Opportunity was knocking. I wasn't about to tell them that I was scared off my boots. This woman said that opportunity was knocking, and I wasn't about to tell opportunity that I could not accept the invitation to knocking on my door. I told opportunity, come in and have a seat. I don't have a couch right now, but I want you to have a seat on this floor with me. Crisscross applesauce, have a conversation with me. Let me go to Paris. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. You got to be ready too. You got to be willing. You got to understand that the higher parts of you have been calling out to the universe, and the universe has been answering, and they're sending opportunities, and they're knocking on your door. You're trying to hide your product, and you're trying to sell it on a low because you don't want to lose your food stamps. You're trying to travel to make a little money on the side because you don't want anyone to know what you're doing, because you're afraid that they're going to come against you. I'm telling you, opportunity is knocking, and they're about to knock your door down, because there's a bunch of opportunities that have been waiting for you to come to the door. And now that you're at that door, those opportunities are going to bum rush you. Hashtag, I'm ready. If you're ready to catch those opportunities as they're coming to you. Yours may not be Paris. It may just mean that you're going to get a job. Yours may not be Paris, but it may mean that you're going to be able to go and have a real relationship with somebody that loves and appreciates you honestly and earnestly. Hashtag, that's right, Keisha. Hashtag, come in the opportunity. You got to understand that my opportunities are not your opportunities, but we both got opportunities. Hashtag, I'm ready to receive. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Because when we get to this space, when we get to that space of agreement, so much more is occurring in our lives. So much more is occurring in our lives. And so much more will occur. Steady knocking at your door. Open the door. Quit worrying about who's going to ask you who's at the door. Tell them opportunity. What are you doing? Oh, I'm talking to opportunity. What are you doing? Oh, I'm taking on my next opportunity. Oh, what are you doing? I'm claiming my next opportunity. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, I'm talking with opportunity. You crazy? No, it's not crazy. It's opportunity. Because we don't have time. We've been distracted enough by the dang gone obstacles. It's time for us to get back in alignment and begin to listen to and harness opportunities. Y'all with me tonight? Y'all understand what that looks like? You know, when someone tells you and gives you an opportunity, when someone makes an opportunity available, you don't start worrying about the obstacles. Well, you know, I got to pay my bill. Well, you know, if I got to figure this out. No, say yes. Yes, opportunity, I'm going to do it. And once you say yes, you will begin. That's right. It's mine. Once you say yes, Everything else will line up with itself, because that's how the laws of the universe work. The innate information inside of you says, you say yes, the innate information says, oh, hold up now. He or she has to already know that must be part of our plan. It's in the present moment and propelling forward. Your future self is looking back, saying to you to say yes. So when you say yes, then that's a confirmation. That's right. You're talking with opportunity. You're listening to opportunity. You're sitting down with opportunity. Just do it. Prepare yourselves. Hey, Marlise. Hey, Shanti. Yes, yes, yes. Allow yourself the space to harness every opportunity. Because now we understand that opportunity is not about separation. It's about elevation. It's not about separation. It's about elevation. It's about bringing us into the knowing of our true, authentic selves. It's about implementing with integrity. It's about having a commitment to that decision to accept that there's more, to give more, to receive more, to create more, to allow more. I'm just saying, the time is now. Which is why I always invite you. I just invite you into the community. I don't ask you for anything. I'm inviting you into the community. I'm inviting you to simply, if you have not done so, join our community so that you can get all the information when it comes out. I am not the end all be all, but what I am is a conduit that reminds you of the opportunities. So a lot of you said you were ready here on tonight. I'm watching the chat room on Blog Talk. I see you. I see you. I'm watching you here on Facebook. Thank you for joining me. In this moment, you got to begin to trust and believe that all that you are is more than you could ever begin to know. There's so much more to you. So much more. And we're ready for it. So if you have not joined my community, I am imploring you to come and join my community. Go to my website, check it out. Just type that in, go to exponentialexistence.com and type in connect, or just directly email me at connect@exponentialexistence.com. Find yourself in the space. The time, people talk about why you don't watch, well, I don't even know what the show was called, with Cookie. And I forget the man's name. It was about the record label, Cookie, right? I don't watch that show, Power. Why would I watch Power? I'm creating my own. Why? Where your energy, where your focus goes, where your energy goes. I don't want to give them more. I want to begin to hear my opportunities. They got their opportunities. Taji talks about that all the time. Her opportunity coming from New York all the way out to California with $700. Her mama got her son, and then I'll eventually Empire. That's what it's called. Thank you. There is something called Power. That's 50 Cent show. I remember that. Had a chance to see a live taping of that. Power is 50 Cent. Empower is Tahaji. All right. I got a little peep in the background. I ain't ashamed. Hey, I'm real. Okay. So I want to invite you again to come and be a part of our community. If you're not aware, in this December, I'm going to be continuing to focus on how you can get to access the inner works of who you are, how you can get to access the inner works of who you are at the Mastering Me retreat that's going to happen December 7th through the 8th here in Arizona. But most importantly, if you like what you heard tonight and you believe that you want to explore this a little bit more, I am having a free masterclass called Raise the Bar. All right, it's going to be called Raise the Bar, and there is no cost. There's no cost for this. All you have to do is go to this bit.ly address, register, and be ready on November 20th to participate actively, just like you did tonight. It's an opportunity. It's free. How about that? No cost means no cash. Absolutely, positively. No cost means no cash for you. But all you got to do is go to this website, register, and then you're going to get a workbook. I want you to print it out if you can. If you can't print it out, get you a piece of notebook paper and write down the notes and keep up with us while we're going. You're going to be in the space again with more men and women who are committed to the decision they made to go ahead and listen to the innate information awaiting manifestation and begin to have a life that is filled with holistic prosperity, rewarding relationships, and an increased activation of their spiritual awareness. Knock, knock, knocking. Open the door with opportunity and let's have a seat together. Let your opportunity sit with you. My opportunity is sitting with me. And together we're going to learn how to raise the bar and help get rid of some of these obstacles that we talked about earlier that are rooted in us, that are distracting us, that are pulling us, that are preventing us from filling it up within this space of things that we want. You're welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here with us today here on Exponential Existence Media. Of course, I am still Dr. Marrian Efua, your lifestyle alchemist and transformation engineer of mindset and money. Please join us at our up and coming no cost masterclass seminar, again, where you're going to be able to understand how to get unstuck, how to rewrite the scripts that are playing in your head that are causing you to doubt yourself. We're going to begin to actually put an action plan in place and make some connections with people that are committed just like you. And when we do that, you're going to see you're going to raise that bar. See, I understand. I look for signs. They say signs are everywhere. So I believe that. I was watching a weightlifter lifting and I saw he had somebody spotting him and I heard very clearly it said, Marrian, that's what you do. You're like that spotter to that weightlifter, that champion weightlifter. You're just there to help people who are strong enough to lift up the bar, but you're there just in case they have a moment of weakness. You're there just like that spotter to make sure that that weightlifter doesn't lose its balance and get hurt. You're there right there to help build them back up and help them stand their ground as a coach, as a trainer, as a speaker of mindset and money. Lifestyle alchemist, creating the lifestyle and accomplishing it with beauty, grace, and grandeur. So with that, everyone, I want to thank you all for joining us here. Remember to go to bit.ly/RTB free. Sign up tonight. The space is limited. We have to limit the space. Hey, Robert, thanks for joining me all the way from kindergarten to present. Thank you all for joining me here on tonight. Go ahead and register for the website. Yes, tell a friend, bring a friend. Space is limited, but if you get enough people, then I will add on some additional opportunities. It's online. You can be right in your pajamas. I don't care. Just be willing, be willing, and be ready. Until next time, I want to thank you all for joining us again here on the Thursday Night Thought Session. I am Dr. Marrian Efua, and this has been your Thursday Night Thought. Talk to you again real soon.